Hello, I'm Susan Opioke, Executive Director to Community Partners, and I'm sitting here today with Mr. Michael Main, our principal at Challenger K-8, and good morning. I am frequently asked questions about community partners and why do we have community partners here at the school and why did we need a 501c3 and what is the discretionary fund and some other questions. So I'm sitting here with Mr. Main to answer those questions. So the reason why we set up with community partners as a 501c3 was to allow us to expand on any financial possibilities that we could bring into the school through fundraisers that require a 501c3 and through events that we can now hold as a 501c3 at other venues than the school. And it just allows us more flexibility in financial planning. If you could explain to everybody what is the differences today that we have versus 5-6 years ago?
Well, Susan, 5 or 6 years ago, Challenger's discretionary budget was upwards of $90,000, and today, this school year, our discretionary budget is a little under $23,000. And so, over a 5-year, 6-year period, that discretionary budget, due to state funding decreases and from the district, has been significantly cut. And so, we're having to do more with less. Our classrooms or teachers are having to get used to doing more with less. That's the motto. And so, we felt that it was important working in collaboration with you and setting up community partners to help offset that discretionary budget deficit that we have.
It's just being very creative with obtaining money.
Absolutely.
And we hear that word discretionary fund very, very often.
We do.
And people don't understand what the discretionary fund is. Can you explain that?
Absolutely. The discretionary fund is an account that principals have that's issued to us by the district that allows us to work within a constraint budget where we can purchase copy paper. We can run basically the school, any furniture needs that we have, printing needs, classroom supply needs that we have. And so that discretionary budget, basically, if you think very simply about the budget in your household, is what is given to me to operate the school for a full year.
And I'd love to clarify at this time, it's not our district's problem as far as the discretionary fund. I mean, it's a problem. However, what I'm trying to say is it's not like they're trying to withhold money from us. They just don't have the money to give out.
Correct.
And every school has a discretionary budget. So I want to clarify that.
Yes, and the funding issue is district-wide. Every school has had a decrease in the amount of discretionary budgets that principals receive. This is not a Challenger alone problem, it's a district-wide problem, but community partners is something that we're doing here at Challenger to help offset that. Again, like Susan said, thinking outside the box creatively in ways in which we can continue providing the type of education to your kids that we've always been accustomed to here at Challenger.
So a lot of people want to know, where in the world do my tax dollars go? I'm asked that all the time.
Well, that's a good question, Susan. Your tax dollars, as you know, when you pay your taxes, they go to the state. And the state goes through their session every year, and they allocate a certain number of dollars, education funding, that goes back out to the districts. And then the districts takes that money that they receive and they allocate it out to the schools. And usually there are a lot of other accounts, but to keep it simple, when we're talking about just the discretionary budget, that money goes into formulating the principal's discretionary budget at the school.
So this brings us to our last and final question. How can we help? What can we do to help?
I think getting involved, staying involved and plugged in with Challenger is going to be the biggest thing. And one of the easiest ways that you can get involved financially to help support and offset that discretionary budget is becoming a community partner member. Signing up anytime you see a flyer go home to join community partners and become a member, and the bumper stickers on the cars and the t-shirts coming home, is to take that next step. If you are not a Challenger community partner, partner with us, get involved, go and see Susan.
We know that you are thrilled with the education that your child is receiving here, and it's one of the best in the states. And we are thrilled to have Michael Main as our leading principal here at Challenger. And I know that you would join community partners if you just knew the financial needs of this school. And I really know that you would give up your one Starbucks a month for that $5 a month donation to Challenger K-8. And we as a whole, as a team of parents, can come together and provide the discretionary fund that we used to have. Because if we had the pool of the 1,640 children here all donating $5 a month, we would then have the $98,000 of our discretionary fund back.
For more information on joining us and how to become a community partner, visit our website at www.cpwithck8.org.